So he tells us to write it down and to remember, because what happens is when you write it down, it's so easy to forget things. We're forgetful people. Not only that, but we also have an enemy who tries to get in our mind and in our thoughts. So write it down. Sticky notes, those little yellow sticky notes, whatever it takes. If God tells you something, write it down. Stick it on your computer. Stick it on your refrigerator. Whatever. However you need to do it. Because what happens is they become a spiritual anchor for us. We get anchored into God and his faithfulness. And I've seen God be faithful to me for so many years. And I can reassign myself to that faithfulness in the past. And what it does is it builds me up. And it gets me strong. And it encourages me. And it gives me courage when I'm scared or when I feel lonely or when I don't understand what God is doing. These spiritual anchors in my life, I can go, man, you've done it here. You've done it here. Look, you've done it here. So now I'm in another test, or now I'm in another situation. What can I say? Lord, I don't understand what you're doing. It doesn't make any sense to me. But you've been faithful to me in the past. The third thing that God tells us to do is in Habakkuk 2:3. And it says, "For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay." So what do? We wait. That's awkward, isn't it? You're saying, will he say something? What is he doing? Why did he sit down? Get up and move. Do something. We have to stay in this, remember? Why are you staying quiet? Waiting is awkward. I was telling the first service that we live in such a society now where everything is microwavable. And everything is so instantaneous. I remember when I used to have to cook my popcorn over the stove. Okay, I'm older than I look. I take vitamins. But it used to be this Jiffy Pop that had a metal handle on it that gets hot. And it burns your hand. I'm like, what is this? So we would stand there over the stove and you would shake this thing. And you would just keep waiting for the popcorn, shaking it and shaking it. It's like a workout. They should bring Jiffy Pop back and put it on Power 90 or something. And then pop. Oh my goodness, it's working. 20 minutes later, you have freshly popped popcorn. I am thankful for microwavable popcorn now. But see, what happens is everything is so instantaneous. We don't want to wait. Waiting goes against everything that society tells us that we need to do. You deserve it now. You can have your best life today. Well, when you get done reading that book, you're still in the situation you're in. The circumstance is still there. But God says that I will bring it about at my appointed time. See, God is sovereign and in total control. And his appointed time is not our time. He will bring it to pass, that vision, that dream that God has given you. He will bring it to pass. And he will make it happen during his time. But what we need to do is when we sink down into these valley experiences in our life, and we feel like we're stuck, write this down. Waiting is worship. Waiting is worship. While we wait, we worship. We come to church, we raise our hands and know God is still God and he's in control. And no matter what's going on in our lives and we're waiting and praying so hard for our answer, we raise our hands and we say, God, you're good. And we worship you. Oh, I'm waiting on you, yes. but I worship while I wait.